Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TT circuit at Assen, the Cathedral of Speed, and what a great day's racing we've had. Michael Hill with you here in the commentary box once again for the second round of the PATA European Junior Cup powered by Honda, and I'm delighted to have guesting with me this weekend last year's champion from Spain, Augusto Fernandez.
Hello, Michael. Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Augusto, great to have you with us, and I'm sure that during this race you can add a completely new dynamic to our commentary. But nerves in the commentary box, and I expect nerves on the grid.
Yes, it's different nervous, but I'm nervous also.
I'm sure you'll do a great job. But let's move on then to talking about the grid, and there is the grid indeed. And a 10-lap race awaits the riders. You can see the clock counting down just under 2 minutes then to the start of the warm-up lap. And sitting pretty in pole position, the number 38 rider from Estonia is Hannes Suma, running very, very strongly in the opening round at Aragon just 1 week ago, finishing in 5th. He gets a thumbs up from the Brolly girl, and Augusto, that's quite a nice way to start the weekend. A beautiful girl like that giving you good luck wishes.
Yes, yeah, he did a good job yesterday, making just 2 laps on the qualifying, saving the tires. So yeah.
Okay, so we also saw, and there we have Emanuele Puschedio. I must apologise as well to Emanuele for calling him Puschetti. I got the name wrong, and he's a great character, and once again has his little mascots. I don't know if you saw the race, Augusto, but when Emanuele made it onto the podium in Aragon, this little logo, this little character that he's got appeared, and I don't know whether he had that in his leathers for the whole race, but an interesting sort of good look character for him. We move along then to the front row of the grid, or the outside of the front row of the grid, and what a performance by this young man from the Netherlands, Carlo Schlager, the number 55 rider, 19 years old, the CBR champion of Holland last year, and front row of the grid for the Dutchman.
He will be a difficult rider for this race, because he knows the track.
Absolutely. We have the grid then on the screen for you now, ladies and gents. Javi Orellana, of course, a good friend of yours, Augusto, winning in Aragon. We saw you putting the stand to the rear tire. You were pleased that Javi took the victory.
Yeah, good luck for him.
Okay, so Javi Orellana then leading the championship, heads up row number 2. Alongside him is the Frenchman Guillaume Raymond, again the number 27 rider. Finished 7th in Aragon, was a little bit disappointed with that race, as we see the riders now moving away on the warm-up lap. And completing the second row in 6th position from Spain will be Mika Perez, the number 8 rider. 69 going through there is, of course, Orellana. One to watch, the most experienced of the leading riders on the grid. But let's give you a rundown for the other riders to watch out for. Starting 7th, Josh Harland, and 69 is Josh Harland, not Orellana, but Orellana number 96. Josh Harland there, I did him a bit of a disservice in the first race in Aragon. We were questioning, myself and Maria Costello, why Josh was running out of the points, and it appears, Augusto, that he had technical problems and gearbox problems all weekend in Aragon.
Oh yeah, he's a good rider. He won some races last year, so yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, Josh winning on his debut in the Junior Cup at Magny-Cours a couple of years ago. Joining him on the third row in 8th will be Ilan Fernandez, and no relation, of course. Augusto, you and Ilan not related?
Oh, yeah, we are very good friends, so we'll laugh for him as well.
Absolutely, but no relation, but good friends, as are all of the riders in the European Junior Cup. Great camaraderie in this championship. Really a breeding ground for future stars. Completing row number 3 will be Giuseppe Di Gruttola, the number 95 rider, and he starts 9th. Another one of the riders to get involved in that accident at turn 1 in Aragon. There is the number 53, Ilan Fernandez, that we were just talking about, and he's being followed around on the warm-up lap by the rider in the fluorescent green and silver leathers. That is Sam Wilford, and Sam, Augusto, was caught right in the mix at the first corner at Aragon. He was hit from behind by the Mexican rider Mario Lucan, who is not with us this weekend. I'm not sure why Mario is not here, but all kinds of chaos at turn 1, and you can expect that in Junior Cup racing.
Yes, Junior Cup races are crazy races, you know. First corners are very difficult. You have to think every move you are doing and watch and see all the riders at this moment on if he touch you, it's very important to think about.
Absolutely. So Hannes Summer then on pole position, half a second clear of the field. The Estonian rider, never been on the podium. 5th was his highest result last year, and he started the season in 5th at Aragon. You saw going through the shot there the number 52 rider, the youngest rider on the grid, just 14 years of age from South Africa, and number 52 riding under the Into the Blue diving team there for Troy Bazunhout from South Africa. And also a shout out while we go back onto the, I'm not sure where of the grid we're on, number 21, I think it is, celebrating a birthday, sorry, 21st on the grid, number 73, Thomas Cassano from Argentina, celebrating his 18th birthday, so happy birthday to him. Absolutely. Here we go then, ladies and gents, let's watch the lights. We've come to you a little bit late, the red lights are on, and the second round of the championship is go. A great start from the front row of the grid, a few wheelies from behind. There's the number 8, Mika Perez, who's going to get the whole shot, and it is indeed 58, it's Puchedu. Puchedu breaks late, and they all think about it now. Do they all get through safely? Let's hope they do.
Good start from Mika.
Good start from Mika Perez, absolutely. The bright orange leathers made a great start as well. That's Jamie van Sikkelrus, started 16th on the grid, and it already looks as though he's made up a few places. We go through the first series of hairpins, and already very, very close action.
From inside, no,
he's thinking about it there, but we go out onto the back straight. Number 58, Emanuele Puchedu. I still wonder whether he's got that little cuddly toy tucked inside the leathers. There we go, number 38. That was the poleman, Hannes Summer. He's got the pace, as you said. We were talking just before we went on air, Augusto, and Hannes has looked very quick all weekend, and he takes the lead at the end of the back straight, but straight back. And very, very close. 10 laps to go. And as I said, the European Junior Cup.
No, crash.
And we've got a faller. That looked like a couple of riders have gone down in the background. We'll bring that to you when we have it. And there we do have one of the riders. And I'm hoping that that isn't Carlos Schlager. Yes. I think it possibly is by the helmet. I really hope that wasn't.
Yeah,
but it is Carlos Schlager. Well, that's a disappointment indeed for the Dutchman. A great qualifying performance, but out in front and already stretching the field, the number 38 from Estonia, Hannes Summer. We've also
getting hard. He's pushing hard.
He is indeed pushing very hard indeed. A shout out if we can. There we have confirmation on the screen. Number 55, rider out, down, but okay. We look back through the field. Orellana, then the championship leader, now moved up into 3rd. And Augusto, I'm surprised. The first 3 are already breaking away.
Yes.
Now, Augusto, we turned the clock back 12 months rather. You were the winner here last year with a couple of seconds lead. Talk us through what's it like riding at this circuit as we see Orellana looking for a move on the inside, and he makes it through into 2nd. But tell us, Augusto, what's it like riding in this championship, especially here at Assen?
Yes, Assen is a difficult track. It's very technical. There are some technical points, and it's difficult to overtake. But yeah, I like so much this track. I won last year under wet conditions.
And of course, your prize for winning that championship last year was, of course, the ride with the Pata Honda Junior team. And what a great day the Pata Honda team have had with Michael van der Mark. And well, we've got fists waving already as we were only on lap 2. So I mean, that kind of thing does happen in Junior Cup racing. You're not scared to rub elbows as we go through the corners. Give a shout out as well if we can for some of our lady competitors, of course. This year's championship we have the FIM Europe Women's Cup, and qualifying in 13th position was Avalon Biddle, the number 21 rider, and what a great start from her, Augusto. She's in 8th position.
Yes, top 10 for her.
Top 10 for Avalon, and again, you can follow us, of course, on Twitter at World.
In the second group.
Absolutely, she's in the second group. You can follow us on Twitter at WorldSBK, and we did actually have a tweet through from Hamish and Linda Blair from New Zealand. They've been to a few of the races, cheering their native Kiwis on at the paddock show. Big supporters of Jake Lewis, who of course you race with now in Junior Cup, but big supporters of Avalon Biddle. And I got a message from them this morning to wish Avalon well, and well, she's certainly showing a lot of their poise as we get a move from Puchetti. He thinks about it into the final chicane, but a great ride from Avalon Biddle. We look a little bit further back and we see Victoria Kiss from Hungary. She's in 22nd position, and Anastasia Kovalenko currently running in 27th, just behind Nikos Karakostas, one of the Greek riders, as there we see number 27, that is Guillaume Raymond, moving through, and off the track goes number 35, that's Stefan Hill, and another rider there that had a few problems in the opening race, but Stefan Hill qualified 12th and was up until that off-track moment running in 9th, but I think he's dropped back a little bit. So let's regroup, let's get our breath. Oh, and Mika Perez has gone down at turn 1. We're just getting confirmation of that. Disappointment for the young Spaniard. Of course, pole position at the last round and was running quite strongly, but he's another one to go down. Right, let's catch our breath then. We are 8 laps to go. We're going through the fast section, and there is Perez. He's beached that well and truly in the gravel, and I think Augusto, it's race over for him.
Yeah, that racing.
That is racing, tough racing, and he looks bitterly disappointed at the front.
Yeah.
And
good move from Javi.
Good move from Javi. And you do a lot of training with Javi, don't you?
Yes, we live in Mallorca and we go training every day together, physical and also with bikes.
Of course, last year in the championship, your closest rival was Javi as well. We saw some great fights, but off the track, and I thought Suma was going to go grass tracking there. He was very, very fast as we came through the very, very quick turn 11, and he's looking and he's thinking about it. And Pushedu, and that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But Augusto, you do a lot of training, but you also do a lot of training with your younger brother, Alejandro, and he's a regular visitor to the paddock, and I'm sure he's listening to you, and he's possibly going to be joining you on track in the near future.
If he trains good this year, he will be in the Junior Cup next year, but let's see.
Absolutely, let's see, and shout out then to Mrs. Fernandez and Fernandez Jr. listening back in Mallorca. We think that Augusto is doing a great job. Let's mention, if we can, as number 11, we're just getting notification, technical problem for the number 11 rider. That's Ricardo Puchetu on the Ricky 11 racing team. So he no longer in the running, as the top 3 have broken away. And Augusto, this is not typical Junior Cup racing.
No, it's not a typical Junior Cup racing. Only three riders, but Javi's pushing hard now.
Javi Orellana looked very, very confident in the paddock, and as we were saying, he was your closest rival last year, came so close. 15 points separated you and him at the end of the season. But what's it like riding against someone who is more or less your best friend? I mean, I guess that changes when you put the helmet on.
Yes, on the track we are riders and we are rivals as everyone, but out of the track we are very good friends. We are always together at Mallorca, and yeah.
Shout out for the ladies. Avalon Biddle up to 7th, and she's currently lapping as fast as Josh Harland, who's currently in 5th. Can Avalon Biddle be the first lady, as we see another very, very fast move, and that's very quick through there. No, side by side the whole way round, and I don't think he's going to make that. But can we see Avalon Biddle already scoring points? Can she get a top 6? That would be fantastic.
Wow.
Incredible. You can see on the screen there the lap time she's doing. She's as fast as De Grutela and Harland, and that's the battle for 4th, but at the front. 7 to go across the line. Fastest lap of the race so far then for Javi Orellana. That is a new lap record, of course. Last year we raced with the 500, but now we're on the 650. Equal machines for the boys and girls racing in this. Boys can start racing at 14 up until 21, where the girls can ride from 14 up to 23. And again, we see another change of position. How many changes can we have in one lap? And we've got another change. That's the fourth position in 4 corners. And
they are doing a great race, because to take a bunch at the crash.
I think we've got yellow flags there waving into turn 1. We'll get notification of that. You may have saw that on the back of the screen. But the top 3, and it's number 21. Oh, we've given her the commentator's curse. Avalon Biddle, what a shame. What a shame. And yes,
She was doing a great race.
She was indeed doing a fantastic race, but crashing out of 7th. Well, she's certainly shown what the ladies can do, and I'm just not going to mention anybody else, I think, Augusto. I'm going to be quiet and let you commentate for the rest of this one, because I don't want to be blamed for anybody else that falls off.
No, I was telling that those guys are doing a great race, because to take advantage with same bike is not easy, you know.
Absolutely. So a few riders out. We do still have 25 runners and riders. 24 now, of course, with Avalon going down. A shout out. There she is, poor Avalon. Well, she's perfectly okay, yes. And she's going to try and get it going. And good girl. And we get a replay. Oh, there she goes.
First corner.
And that looked like a front end, I think.
Like me yesterday.
Well, you see, Augusto, I was not going to talk about that, but again, of course, you had a great race in Aragon, 8th in race 1, and of course 6th in the second race, but didn't quite go to plan yesterday, did it?
No, this weekend has been difficult for us. On Friday we did a good session, pre-practice, we finished 6th, but yesterday I fell down on the last sector of the track, and my bike was destroyed. And then the race, I start from 16, and I was doing not my best race, but I was doing not bad. But at the end, I crashed again on the first corner. But other races.
Okay, then, so the first 3 locked together, and what a fight behind. We've got about 9 riders, which is what we expected. I was going to say during the build-up, but of course we came to the race live because of the delay in Superstock. From 2nd down to 13th, we had only 0.8 of a second in qualifying, so we do expect a great fight. I am a little bit surprised that the first 3 have eased away, but again, Augusto, this isn't over. 5 laps to go, anything can happen.
Yes, anything can happen. And now Javi's pushing hard again, but it's difficult.
Sumo just thinking about it then, and what a great race. Number 21, we're seeing Avalon Biddle has rejoined, so hopefully she can at least get a finish, and that will be good for her. Well, let's have a little look back and give you a mention for some of the other riders. Guillaume Raymond then qualified in 5th, currently running in 4th. He's the lead rider in that next frenzy of activity on track, and great to see so many fans have stayed out to watch this one. Another change through the fast, change of direction there, and Pochedo looks good, doesn't he?
Stay second, Javi. For Javi is...
And there we go. Oh, straight back. And Augusto, I think you're looking more nervous than I think the entire team. You're sat here biting, you know. This is great to watch, and of course, the first time you've been in a commentary box.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying a lot. I like so much.
And we're enjoying having you here as well. The top 3 then still locked together, and you get the feeling that this is going to run and run. And I possibly think that it's going to come down to the last corner. A shout out for some of the other riders then. Giuseppe Di Gruttola has moved himself up into 15th. Josh Harland is in 7th. He's locked in a titanic fight on track with Matteo Cipretti. But also now the number 20 rider running under the Portuguese flag, and absolutely there we have Orellana back into the lead. The number 20 rider Doran Loureiro is actually half South African, but running under the Portuguese flag. He's fighting hard in 8th, just ahead of Doran Laville from France. Stefan Hillen touching again as we go down there, and you maybe jump there, Augusto. We go further back. Alfonso Coppola is in 11th, Stefan Hill is in 12th, and another change as we go through here, and it must be great fun. I mean, I've not ridden one of these bikes before, Augusto, but when you're involved in a race like this, it must be just fantastic to be involved in.
Yes, but Sommer is the best spectator. He's watching all the overtakes, and I think he will be strong on the last race, on the last lap. Sorry.
Absolutely. We just give a shout out to Sam Wilford, and Sam Wilford, difficult weekend for him. He had a huge crash in practice during the weekend, didn't qualify too well, qualified actually back in 17th, but he's worked his way through now into 14th position, and lapping quite quickly, and he's just ahead of Jeremy van Sikkelrus, and I mentioned in 16th position in a great fight at the moment with Troy Bazoon, who rides for the Into the Blue diving. They're battling for the last point at the moment, and Bazoon, who's actually lapping 2 seconds a lap faster than Wilford in front of him. Talking about Troy Bazoon, who's sponsored by Into the Blue Diving, Augusto. Now, obviously, motorcycle racing is an extreme sport, but sponsored by a diving school. Maybe we should have a word with Troy after this one. Maybe we can go diving in Malaga in a few weeks' time before Imola. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it will be fun. No, Troy is a good guy. He's always smiling. He's happy. So
absolutely, always smiling. And what's not to smile about? 14 years old, racing on the World Championship, and look at the fight behind that's going on. It makes you wish maybe, Augusto, that you were out there. I mean, it must be strange for you. 2 seasons in the Junior Cup and not on a bike today.
Yeah, it's strange to not be on the Junior Cup. Well,
There we're getting a confirmation on the screen. That great fight between Troy and also the number 73 rider, the birthday boy Thomas Cassano from Argentina. Raced last year in Argentina on a 600 Yamaha, and also involved in that fight is Harun Kabuc, the number 55 rider from Turkey, and he's being schooled and mentored by Kenan Sofoglu. So some great Turkish talent coming through the field as we get another
3 Turkish in the championship right now.
Absolutely, which is good for the sport. Fastest lap of the race then on lap 2 to Javier Orellana, 1:47.493. Okay, then we've got 3 laps to go. Well, 2.5 laps to go, and still these 3 riders are locked together.
Shame, I'm seeing that Ian Fernandez is not in the second grip. He did a good qualifying yesterday, but shame.
Yeah, Ilan Fernandez, the number 53 rider, currently 9 seconds behind the leader. Quite a lonely race for him in 13th. Okay, then 2 to go now. Augusto, you've been involved in a lot of races, on the podium many times last year. You're the reigning champion from this. If you were in this group now and you were part of this race, what would you be doing? Has Orellana got this right, do you think?
No, it's difficult, but yes, Orellana now in second place is good. 2 laps to go, it's difficult, you know.
See Guillaume Raymond then, the Frenchman, very fast. And of course you raced against Guillaume, extremely fast in qualifying when the championship was on the 500s. Possibly didn't all come together in the races for him for one reason or another, but he's now worked his way through to 4th, and he's pulling away from, as Laville gets the back end moving. More yellow flags in the background.
Crash? No.
Yeah, I'm seeing more yellow flags in the back of the picture there, and we'll get confirmation. We are seeing on our screens, and it's the number 53 that's gone down. Ilan Fernandez again, the commentator's curse. As I said, Augusto, we shouldn't talk about people because they crash, so maybe we should be quiet and just watch the race. But I'm sorry to see that. We move on then, 1.5 laps to go. The 53 rider Fernandez crashing out. He's okay though, he's up on his feet. Let's have a shout out for some of the other girl riders in this race. Victoria Kiss still circulating in 22nd, and Anastasia Kovalenko in 24th. Avalon Biddle has got back on, and she's currently in 25th position, and she can only be hoping or thinking about what might have been for her, as we now have a tremendous fight at the front, and we've also got a tremendous fight for the final point. Harun Kabuc and Troy Bazudenhout off camera, they're separated by 0.005 of a second. This one is going to go all the way to the flag. We come over the line. Number 99 gets out of the way. That's Anastasia Kovalenko, 1 lap to go, and you get the feeling that something is going to happen into turn 1. Orellana, he thinks about it. Puchedu is looking, and all of the time the poleman Hannes Suma, he was half a second faster than the group by his rivals. We have another rider in front, and that I think is Pichetu, the number 11 rider, Ricardo Pichetu, who's got back on. The blue flags are waving. Let's hope he sees them. This could get messy, but no. Good lad, he keeps out of the way. We move on to the back straight. Once again, a fantastic race. The top 3, the number 11 is a back marker. 58, and a long look over the shoulder. He shouldn't be doing that. What is he doing? As rightly you say, we come down the back straight then into the fast right-hander. And still, it is Puchedu leading the way. Debut championship for the young rider. And Puchedu, 18 years of age, of course, racing in his native Greece. Suma's losing touch a little bit. Can Orellana make it 2 out of 2? Augusto, you've got to stop biting your nails. You're going to have no fingernails left. It's very tense here in the commentary box. And willing his friend on. Orellana then, the vice champion, runner-up last year, and he's looking comfortable. Suma, I think, is going to have to be content with 3rd. I don't think he's got an answer. Puchedu, third in the first race at Aragon, his debut season in the European Championship. And well, what is going to happen here? We come through the last right-hander. We've got 2 corners to go, but Suma's building. Suma is building. Is this going to be a lunge and 3 into 1? This is all going to end at the final corner. There, 3 abreast, and Orellana is looking for it. They're going to touch. And then Orellana across the front. Suma goes into second. Puchedu's thrown it away.
Wow.
Orellana takes 2 out of 2. We're not supposed to have favourites, Augusto, but we'll let you off. What a race. Javi Orellana. And poor Puchedu takes 3rd position for the 2nd time. We need to get our breath. Hannes Suma takes a career best position in 2nd. Wow.
The end Puchedu third, huh?
What a race. And a nice friendly kick there from Alfonso Coppola to say, well done, mate. And we wait for the final point finisher. And it's Troy Bazoudenhout, 14 years old, the youngest rider in the championship, and he scores a point. Wow. Well, he's always smiling, and he's going to be delighted with that. He beats Harun Kapuch across the line. It wasn't shown on our TV screens, but what a result for the young South African. Delighted for him and the whole Into the Blue diving team. But and wheeling his way, Orellana,
who won the women's race.
And the ladies' race was actually won as we go down the field. Victoria Kiss coming home in 21st position to be the first lady finisher, and a good result for her. It's been a tough weekend for her. She's not been to the circuit before, and well, as I said, she finishes just over 1 minute behind, but finishes in a very, very respectable 21st position. And you can only imagine as we look at this again, and Orellana thought about it, and I think they almost touch, but I think Puchedu knew he was there. I think Puchedu gave him some room, and yeah, you can see that he looked, he saw the shadow perhaps, and ran that little bit wide.
Same as Supersport.
And across the AstroTurf. Well, once you're on the AstroTurf, as you know, Augusto, from yesterday, you've got no chance. What a fantastic race. Orellana then leading the championship, and applause from the marshals. The number 74 there on the bright orange leathers is Jamie van Sikkelrus, finishing in 13th position. So some more points for Van Sikkelrus. He finished 12th at Aragon. He adds another few points, and Sam Wilford picks up 2 points as well. Also, first points of the season for Josh Harland in 7th, Doran Loureiro in 9th. De Grutteler, I don't know what happened to him towards the end of the race there, but he dropped back. And Alfonso Coppola also, he was 9th in the first round, picking up 11th position, and he will be finishing there in 11th position. Augusto, a fantastic race.
Yes, a fantastic race. Javi has won this race, but the 3 first are very fast.
And then into the pit lane then. And of course, for those spectators that are still at the Assen circuit, we have, of course, the paddock show, which is running a little bit late, but we're due to start that in the next 5 minutes. So if you are here and you want to go and watch the riders, Michael van der Mark and Jonathan Ray, Chaz Davies will all be on the paddock show very, very soon for those people that are at the circuit. But there is one very, very happy Emanuele Puchedu, and rightly so, in 3rd, and Javier Orellana coming into the pits as well. He's very, very happy with two victories out of the first 2 races. And Suma finishing in 2nd position.
That's my father.
It is indeed, yeah, Mr. Fernandez. Well, you see, he's got to help with the stand because you're with me, so we need someone else to help. A great result, 2 out of 2, a maximum 50 points in the championship. Emanuele Puchedu now on 32 points in 2nd. Hannes Suma on 31 points in 3rd position.
Good race from Suma.
It was indeed a very good race. Some very, very happy Estonians, and I think tears there from Hannes. Is that his father? I think delighted to see Hannes on the podium.
They deserve it.
And we will shortly be getting, I think, an interview with the winner before we have the podium finishes. Okay, so we're going to leave the commentary here. My thanks go to Augusto Fernandez. Of course, you will see on the screen the podium celebrations. We'll also be bringing you the interview. Greg Haynes will be down there as well. But from Augusto Fernandez and myself, Michael Hill, thanks for watching the PATA European Junior Cup. Join us again in 3 weeks' time at Imola. We'll be joined by another guest commentator. But for now, and from Augusto Fernandez here in Assen, it's goodbye from us.
Thank you, goodbye.
Hacemos inglés. Javi, congratulations, another great victory for you. Just tell us about the last lap in particular and, of course, the last chicane.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good race. So many, only in this race, 3 riders who got the piece to get in the front. And after all the race with them, fighting, but the last lap, I know I need to get to the long straight second, and Puchedu break so late in the last chicane. We go together and I passed first, and really good, really happy for the second victory in a row here in the start of the championship.
But then again, Javi, now just a few words in Spanish, please, unas palabras. La carrera en español.
Una carrera muy bonita, la verdad. La primera vez que yo creo que se hace un grupo tan reducido de 3 pilotos. Éramos 3 que teníamos el ritmo para estar adelante y bueno, al final, la última vuelta había que gestionarla bien. Me he puesto segundo y en la última chicane he frenado muy fuerte. Puchedo ha frenado también muy fuerte, pero bueno, hemos ido en paralelo y al final me he conseguido meter, aguantado y al final segunda victoria seguida este año.
Muchas gracias, thanks again. And that concludes our coverage of the European Junior Cup here from Assen. It all continues at Imola in Italy in 3 weeks' time.
Ja.
Hej.
Hey, walk up. I was like, is this?
Yeah, very happy to finish today. A great track like Assen, and I was looking forward to walk with the team, and the team had 3 podiums today. So yeah, I can't wait for the next round.
Is je overwinning de rest van de year? Uw overwinning gaat weer om die wedstrijd en het zijn we eerder deze middag weer in de sportklasse. Ik was hier van de naar Richard en naar Kevin. Dat was een prachtige wedstrijd hoor. Vooral in de topgroep natuurlijk die 3 coureurs die streden om de eerste, tweede en derde plaats bij de European Junior Cup. Maar laten we ook vooral niet vergeten, de beste